Anyways, let's get another acceleration here. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a modified 2022 Ram 1500. First and foremost, though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. This one is still available if you're interested. Link to their inventory in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood of this truck, we have the tried and true naturally aspirated 5.7 liter Hemi V8 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 395 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque. No e-torque system on this one. This truck has a 3.92 axle ratio and the 33-gallon fuel tank as well, which is going to be important with some other features on this particular truck. Now let's go over the modifications on what I am dubbing as the Country Edition with this Ram 1500. So first off, we have these smoked out cab lights here at the top. As you can see, pretty cool. Now this has been built off of a Bighorn packaged truck. So you can see you've got all the chrome on the front end, you've got the halogen lights, fog lights, parking sensors, you know, all the normal Bighorn stuff. Now popping here to the side, we've got 33-inch tall tires, 20-inch wheels. Looks really cool. Fuel wheels, as you guys can see. Look how aggressive these tires are. Now this does have a Mopar lift. It's a 4-inch lift, and then it does have a level as well. So you can see that whole setup. We also have these fender flares that have been added on. Definitely adds to the aggression. You guys can see the whole offset setup there with it. Yeah, look how cool that looks. And then we also have the side steps that have been added on, and then tire and wheel setup is the same here on the rear. And I love how you've got a little cutout here for the gas cap. And there's your full side view on the truck. I'll show you guys from the other side just in case the lighting is a little bit better on there because it's kind of in shade a little bit. But anyways, notice here we've got the spray-in bed liner as well. That's also been added with this truck. Still have the regular stock exhaust with the chrome tips. But I mean, I don't know if this is a remote start because it's low on gas, but we'll see. It's a Hemi, so it sounds good. Remote start for us, please. Yeah, buddy. Definitely has that nice sound. Can't say the same thing about a Ford EcoBoost, just saying. Yeah, there's kind of like a better viewpoint on the truck. Anyways, let's pop inside so you guys can see if there's any changes to the interior on this Country Edition. So I locked the truck because I did the remote start. And this doesn't have keyless entry. We're going to leave that in because that's hilarious. So let's pop in now. So you can see we've got the regular Bighorn door panel, regular Bighorn seats as well. We do have a bunch of rubber floor mats. So it looks like all the changes are to the exterior with this package. Yep. And then you can see this one has this gauge cluster, which, by the way, they're getting rid of this for 2023, just saying. Well, in certain packages. And this one has the 8-inch touchscreen, it looks like. Power sliding rear window, as you can see with the control and everything up there. And before we take it out and drive it and see how this package performs, here is the original window sticker on this truck. So this is a $56,000 MSRP Bighorn. And yeah, there's all that stuff. And then here is the options added to this. So you guys can see the total price with all of the options now, $68,057.50. I have never seen cents added to something. Wow. Let's take it out and drive it. So let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood. Both the mirrors, this one does have the trailer tow mirrors, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off. Setting off in this quote-unquote Country Edition. Again, that's just the Ben Hardy name. Maybe, you know, with all these names that I give dealership builds, they'll start like putting them on it. They'd be like, Country Edition, Ben Hardy approved, I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about how this truck drives. Now, the reason I mentioned the fuel tank and the axle ratio is obviously putting, you know, bigger tires on a truck and a lift is going to make it so you have slightly worse fuel economy. So having that bigger fuel tank is going to help you have better fuel range with the truck. And then the axle ratio is going to make it so that this truck can actually get up and move off the line. The 321 axle ratio is good, but it's not great like this axle ratio with the 3.92. And if you own a Ram, then you know what I'm talking about. Like the 392 axle ratio, you punch it and it moves. That is for sure. Aside from that, yeah, handling's great with this. This drives pretty much just like stock, despite the fact that it's lifted 4 inches. That is for sure. It's got heated seats, not cooled seats, which cooled seats would definitely be nice when it's 104 degrees outside today. But I do love the Bighorn seats. They're definitely the most comfortable for this segment of truck. You know, you've got the Ford XLT, for example. You've got the Silverado RST also in this segment, or you know, the LT. And I definitely like these seats the most out of the bunch. This one also has, so we've got the parking sensor, we talked about that. Got the trailer brake control group. Something that I love about Ram trucks, Chevy does this too though, is this has 4-wheel auto. Like Ford makes you have to go up to a Lariat and above to get their you know, advanced 4-wheel drive system, which is kind of annoying. I think they should just make it standard across all of their trucks if they have 4-wheel drive. I know we're going on off a little bit of a tangent here, but you know, we got to talk about everything in this review. Look at that. You are no match for us, Nissan Frontier. We have bigger tires than you, and we have a more exciting engine. Oh, running a red light, Frontier. Man, Nissan owners. Look at that. That Jeep, whoa. That is a cool Jeep. Anyways, let's get another acceleration here. I love this 5.7 Hemi so much. It is such a good engine. Like, I will be so sad when this engine no longer exists, because it's just, even at 4,500 feet elevation here, it just feels so torquey. It's so smooth. It sounds amazing. You know, on startup, it sounds amazing. And, you know, just flooring, it's like, you just can't lose with this engine. So yeah, let's sum things up for this country edition, again, is what I'm dubbing it. So first off, I think this looks great on the outside, right? Definitely has a much more aggressive stance compared to a regular Ram 1500. Interior is regular Bighorn interior, so it's not like they did anything fancy with the interior. And then from a driving perspective, it's super comfortable. Like it doesn't, you're not really losing anything. Like this feels just as comfortable as a regular Ram. It might have a little bit more tire noise, but that's really the only downside that I see to the truck, frankly, is just a little bit more tire noise compared to a stock truck. But yeah, I think this is fun. And you guys know I review a bunch of the well, they have like a Rocky Ridge here, for example. You know, I do the Rocky Ridge trucks, the Black Widow trucks, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I talk about the benefits of those, right? Because you do have the warranty with that. That being said, though, this definitely will save you a heck of a lot of money over one of those trucks, because I mean, if this was a Black Widow, instead of $68,000, it would be more like 90 grand probably. Actually, this is why we love, okay, I'm gonna pop it in 4-wheel auto so you guys can see this. I've got to back up onto this little rock section right here. Got to show you guys my off-road prowess. And I just want to show you guys, frankly, the 4-wheel auto system. Okay, so I'm actually not going to do any momentum on purpose, so you guys can see here. Look how it just steps up. And I am doing 2-pedal driving, if you guys are wondering. If you don't know what that is, it's an off-roading technique where you basically have your foot on the brake and the gas at the same. I'm just making sure I'm not hitting into a tree. Your foot on the, then I'd have to buy this truck. You have your foot on the brake and the gas at the same time. Okay, so I'm going back a little bit more. And it basically means that you can have like a smooth transition up something. Still waiting for me to hit the curb. Oh, I am on the curb, I think. No, I'm not. This truck's a lot longer than I thought. Have I hit the curb yet? Oh, there we go, finally. Okay. So this is where, again, so I got my foot on the brake and the gas. Get the one tire up. And get the other tire up. There we go. Look at that. Magic. And This is also a guide on how to get trucks up curbs if you are a lot tech at a dealership, so that you don't damage the vehicle. Don't try that in two-wheel drive, you'll just spin and shoot rocks and everything. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this country edition. Now let's get some things up for our video on this modified Ram 1500. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see you guys.